Good day, good people. Welcome everyone. It's RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We are back here on Calmsden Farm for another Bake a Cake Challenge episode. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you. Davy's Farming. Welcome along, my friend. How are you doing? How is Davies today? Smoke 82, welcome my friend. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. It's been a long few days, but I'm doing okay. Been a busy long few days. With the son's graduation and all that, yeah, it's been busy. Alright, now we're gonna mow. We're gonna see if I can get the worker to do any more of that. I'm gonna go down here and start picking up this grass. Because I want to put a bunch of this as to silage, maybe a little bit of it to hay. And once we get this done, then gonna check my other field, and if it's not ready, then we're gonna go to sleep to the next day. Yeah, I've been very busy with school and sleepy. Right? You know all about the sleepy part. Because we've been busy here trying to move things around and get things going for graduation reception, and yeah. Now it's all done though. Now it's just getting back into the real life and getting back to work and, excuse me, everything else we gotta do. Got a fair board meeting tonight I gotta go to, and I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Today is my day off. Yeah, today's my day off too. My last day off. Well, it's been a nice little break. Oops. Wrong one that I wanted to lower. I want to lower the front here. Or raise it, I mean. I'm probably going to keep this field here as grass, but we'll see what happens here. We just bought this, I just bought this field here, right behind CBW Farms' locations with CBW Sales and CBW Furniture and More and all that good stuff, but we just bought this in the last recorded episode. This piece of land right here. Okay, now turn that back on and get this going. Okay, the worker is maybe going to finish that for me. Cool. But yeah, so I did a lot of I was gonna try and have a new episode of the Days of Farming done today, but that just didn't happen. I got everything else done I wanted to do. But yeah, I just didn't get that Days of Farming episode done, so we'll be doing one this week, for this week anyway. CBW Farms, what, I didn't miss him? Hey, CBW Farms LLC, you okay, mate? I didn't see him even pop in here. Is he here? Okay, put that down. I want to raise that one. I thought about you buying that land because 3 years and never had a contract, right? Yeah, Smoke, I never did have a contract on this one. The only grass fields that I've had contracts on is that one that's in the background over there. by the store. I think it's like, what field is that? That field is number 7. And then I did a grass contract on field 22 once. Those are the only 2 that I've had grass contracts on. I thought this was a pretty good sized field too if I needed to put some corn in it, which that was my plan, but which I still might tear this up and put corn in it to finish making our cereal. But I want to get as good a cutting off of it as I can, because right now, without this field, the only grass I have is inside the cow pen, and then this little L-shaped grass field down below us, where we're at right now. Right there, down in front of the stream. Yeah, so hopefully this would be a pretty good sized field though, you know? For whatever crop I did put in here, but I gotta put some corn in the ground. And so I was gonna put corn in the ground here, or put corn in the ground over behind the store in that other custom field I got, which is still grass right now. That I was trying to I want to get another cutting off of that field that's behind the store before I tore it up if I could, within the planting season for corn, so I don't take the risk of seeing if there's a corn contract or not. I'd have my own then. And we're full. Too busy yakking and not paying attention to my wagon being full. Where did my tractor go? Oh, it's right there in front of us. Okay. Byron, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Lewis, what did I just come into? That setup is insane. Play smarter, not harder, Rusty. This setup, Lewis? This setup is something you might see later during the No Tractor Challenge on Maypole Farm, everybody. If you didn't see, I did a video last weekend trying to get as much content as I could out to the channel. I think I did videos like every day of the week almost, Tuesday through Friday anyway, or Tuesday through Saturday, something like that. Might have been Wednesday through Saturday. Just trying to have some content there, because I didn't know when I was going to be able to live stream or what I was going to be able to do with having the son's graduation. So yeah, the old No Tractor Challenge on Maypole Farm, that's going to be a lot of fun, everybody, I think. So if you haven't seen my start to that, it's on the YouTube channel. It's going to be fun. Farmer Groot, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, bud? Have they dropped that Unimog mod yet? No, Byron. I want that thing, too. That thing looks pretty neat. Yeah, they got it on PC. Is it supposed to come to console? Because if it's supposed to come to console, I want to install that thing. That thing looks like a little... That thing reminds me of my favorite mod in Farming Simulator 19. Or I should say one of my favorite truck mods. And that was called the D754 Truck Pack. D for David, 754 Truck Pack. I'm doing pretty good, Groot. It'd be perfect for those challenge. Yeah, that's what my friend Mr. P Gaming Livehouse. That's what he's using, Byron, in the No Tractor Challenge, because he's doing it as well. and he's doing it on Old Stream Farm, actually. I can't tell, as I'm playing around with my buttons here, if my... There we go. If my loading wagon was down. I hope the 3500 comes out this week. What I was hoping to come out this week, Groot, is the Lizard Trek 600. Because if that comes out this week, I'm going to try and buy that thing on Calmsden Farm, especially because I got some areas I want to clear out, some trees, and I don't really want to log them. I could log them and sell them since we got Yosa's mod, which I want to do to this field, actually. There's some trees inside this field along that wall over there, that stone wall, and this hedge line. And I hate trees that are right next to the edge of the field. I don't mind it if they're in a... I don't mind trees if they're in a field split, like where there's grass that could be mowed, but right inside your boundary, I do not like that at all. I'm not a fan of that. But if there's a grass area split in two fields and they're in the middle of it, then that don't bother me. It's when the trees are right on your edge. Because then I'm like a real farmer here in the Midwest life, where a lot of farmers here in real life in the Midwest, they get rid of trees that are anywhere close to a field. In some areas they do. I shouldn't say everywhere, but a lot of them do. Now let's pick up this windrow right here. We will know what is the what the DLC is tomorrow. I'm afraid I'm not very excited about it again. Because everything that they're talking about it for right now is nothing that really interests me. I really want the Trex Mulcher. It's in the Dark Forest starting equipment. Ah, yeah. So I downloaded the map Small Farm last week. I hate it. Too many That's what I heard, Groot. That's what I heard. That's why I haven't looked at it. But I got too many things going on the way it is right now. I just didn't want another game save. I got 3 open game saves here on the PlayStation 4 now. The rest are full. I'm going to start my No Tractor Challenge on Western Wilds, and the Roadrunner Plus truck would make a good tractor replacement. Yeah, Lewis, that's actually what my goal is to buy. And the No Tractor Challenge is a Roadrunner Plus. I just didn't want to start with it. I wanted some other kind of goal, because I'm not going to probably... I don't know how I'm going to tackle that challenge yet. I don't know if I'm going to take it to the 2.5 million to finish the challenge, or if I'm going to... Oh, my pickup's not down. Or if I'm going to get a full pen of animals also to capacity. So, yeah. But I wanted to do the challenge just because it sounds a lot of fun. But we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to try and do a lot of it recorded and then some of it live. Eric the Crazy Viking, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? We just about got this field here all done, then we can move on. Don't take very long picking up this grass. I'm wondering, can you hook up the rock picker? Groot, you can fast farm a stone picker with the Roadrunner Plus with a front lifter on the back end of the Roadrunner Plus, Groot, which I don't have it on there right now, and then you put a drawbar on the front lifter on the back side of the Roadrunner Plus, and then you can pick stones at 60 some miles an hour or faster, and if you put the worker on to do it, they will pretty much go the speed of the truck. They just have trouble slowing down at the edge of the field, so you got to be careful about that because they'll wreck at the end. But yeah, this truck will fast farm as fast as it'll go. Well, whatever you decide to do, I'm going to be doing it alongside yours, only on my... Ah, thanks, Lewis. Yeah, Gizmo and Jody, and I think I missed somebody else here, too. Welcome, everybody. The chat was rolling there, and I was trying to talk, so I missed, I think, another buddy coming in. Michael, welcome along, my friend. I'm doing pretty good, Gizmo. It's been a long few days. One of our kids graduated high school yesterday, so we had a big graduation reception, and my day's been a little busy, Jody. A little busy, but I kind of got done what I want to do for now. So I'm gonna go live here for a little bit, and then my son and I are gonna clean out some stuff here at the house and out of the garage and take it down to the citywide cleanup days. And just get rid of some junk. Clean things up a little bit, but it ain't going to take very long because there ain't too many things we got to throw away. But we got a couple of broken fans and things like that we're going to take down to citywide cleanup days. And then I got a fair board meeting tonight. No kidding, I had the AI drive one of my Fent 1050s up a silo until it rolled over backwards on its roof. Nice. Can you read my Davies, the chat was just rolling there, my friend. If I missed it, I apologize. You'll have to copy and paste or put it back in there. Sorry about that, but yeah, I probably missed what you said there. Yeah, spring cleaning, Jody, that's right. Yeah, just a little spring cleaning. And I got to go back to work tomorrow. I got to cover part of a other shift tomorrow starting at noon. Yeah, Byron, I'm on our county fair board. Yeah, county fair board puts on the county fair every year. I've been on the county fair board since January of 2007, I believe. So I've been on our fair board for a long time. And then I was the secretary of the fair board, I think, for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that. But I'm not the secretary no more. I can just go back to being what's called a fair director, is what we call it. And basically that doesn't mean I put on the fair myself. I'm just one of the other 12 members of the board. Does your fair have our fair doesn't have a demolition derby, Byron. Our fair is very well known in Nebraska for having motorsports, but not demolition derby. We got Lucas Oil sprint cars coming to our fairgrounds this year. It's the first time I think Lucas Oil Sprint Car Series has been here. Jody, what kind of work do I do? I'm a full-time police officer, Jody, in a small town in northeast Nebraska. Been in law enforcement. March 1st, this coming next year, will be 23 years. On your no tractor challenge, what are you classing as the tractor apart from the obvious tractors? Lewis. I am using a case axial flow harvester as my power horse on the no tractor challenge. Yep, that is correct. I'm using a case axial flow harvester as my no tractor. You must have a big fair. Not really, Byron. We just are fortunate, and we have a racetrack on our county fairgrounds. What is your fairgrounds located at in Nebraska? It's called Boone, for Daniel Boone. Yeah, it's we've had appreciate your service keeping people safe. Stay safe out. Yeah, right, Jody, especially after the last week or so, there's been some more mass shootings everywhere. Yeah, which is too bad. I used to drive demolition derby. I'm looking for one to attend somewhere. There is a pretty good sized one in Byron, and I think it's One of them, I believe, is Merrick County. You'd have to Google Merrick, and Merrick is spelled Merrick. But I think that should be Central City, Nebraska. I think that is a pretty good-sized demolition derby. I've never been to it. And then there's another one. I want to say it's Adams County, but I can't think of what communities are in Adams County. We were known several years for an event called Combine Demolition Derby. And also school bus races on a 3/8 dirt track. Until somebody had to ruin the event for us and almost risked the life of others involved. So we haven't had a school bus race for a long time, but yeah, we had school buses racing around our little 3/8 dirt track at about 50 miles an hour. And our dirt track's probably almost 3 stories high, maybe 2.5 stories high in the high bank of the corner. JB Agries, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, bud? Combine demos take forever. Combine demos are where it's at in my part of the world, Byron. The crowd just pulls in. It's a sad situation, but the biggest event right now at our county fair, and this will be the 2nd year for it, is called the Tanner Pelster Memorial Race. We had a very young race car driver that was tragically killed in a farming accident. And he raced stock cars, and his dad is kind of in charge of our racetrack. And they did what's called a Tanner Pelster Memorial Race last year, and they're doing it again this year. Last year we had 135 cars on the grounds, and that's not including spectators. We packed our grandstands, and our grandstands holds 2,700 people. So yeah, we're kind of anticipating that same crowd, if not more. That's just sitting down in the covered grandstands. Now they built a bar underneath the grandstands where people can sit in bar stools and watch on TV the races. So there's even more seating available now. I was gonna build a Massey Derby combine, but Grandpa died, and I just don't feel like doing. Yeah, Byron, I know what you mean. Things like that are about the memories, and then when you can't make those happen anymore, Byron, I totally know what you mean. So I never, to give an example, Byron, when I was growing up as a teenager in high school, my parents owned a bowling alley. My parents owned a 12-lane bowling alley, so my brother and I, we didn't really get to go out and do much with our family, or as a family. And so my dad had a bowling team with a couple other guys that did a lot of hunting and fishing. And so when we did get up into high school, his bowling partners got him kind of interested back into fishing and hunting. And so we went fishing a couple of times, but not very often. But we went hunting every pheasant season. Once we were in high school, Dad took us pheasant hunting with his friends, and we had a good time. But anyway, so then after that, and as you grow up later in life, and I went off to college, and I started dating my wife. Her dad was an avid hunter, and loved dove hunting and deer hunting, and then we lost my father-in-law. Actually, the date would have been yesterday, or no, take that back, not yesterday. It would have been the day before yesterday. I think 15 years ago. I just wanted to say from Ireland, it is so sad to hear about all the terrible things happening over in the U.S. Peace to y'all and continue to support. Thanks, JB. Yeah, I've just kind of caught briefs on Facebook posts because I've been busy, JB, with the kid graduating high school yesterday. Ludai Raccoon, hello. I can't remember how to appropriately pronounce your name, or if you're the one that I was supposed to call Jay, but welcome there, my friend. There was somebody I was supposed to call Jay, and I can't remember who that was now, but anyway. Yeah, so when my father-in-law passed away unexpectedly, Byron, I tried to go deer hunting the year afterwards, the following year by myself, and I couldn't do it. I stuck it out and did it, and thankfully I didn't kill a deer, because I wouldn't have known what to do, because he was right there. He never let you gut the deer. He always had to do it himself. So yeah, and that was the only time I did it. I did 1 year after my after my father-in-law passed away, and I just never went back to deer hunting, because it's not the same without him anymore. So yeah, thanks, JB. Yeah, we got one more kid left. One more kid left at home, JB. Our youngest is only a 7th grader, so we got a few years before he graduates high school, but he'll be going into the 8th grade this next year, and then we'll have 8th grade graduation. But yeah, so we got a few years gap, but yeah, we're almost a empty nest now, almost. Not something I want to be proud of, but you know, at times I suppose it'll be nice to be empty nest, but then at times it'll be not so nice because you won't have all that, yeah, you won't have all those extra people in the house to talk to and making noise. And yeah, well, we got to get in the tractor and finish the mowing here too. But my son is going to take a year off, I think, and that's the plan right now. And then probably go to college after next summer somewhere, possibly into computer IT. Bruce's Gaming, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming into the stream before you go live, or if you're going live today. I assume you probably are. We'll be live streaming here for a little while. White Blur, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Apologize for anybody. I haven't been around the live streams the last few days, but I know you all understand, so thank you very much. I'm doing pretty good. A little wore out from the last few days, but I was up at 4:30 yesterday morning because I couldn't fall back asleep, and then we didn't get back from the reception hall until 10 o'clock last night. Pretty much went straight to bed. Yeah, still a couple hours left. Yeah, right, Bruce? Thanks, Blur. Yeah. It went really good. Yeah, it was some good memories made. Even, you know, I was worried my parents weren't gonna make it, because my parents actually traveled clear over to Cedar Rapids, Iowa on Friday. I had a cousin get married on Saturday, and of course we weren't gonna be able to go to the wedding just because we had this graduation stuff to get ready for and all that, and it just wasn't gonna work. But anyway, so they went over there to the wedding, and then they got back. They actually left Cedar Rapids, Iowa, before 7 in the morning yesterday, and they made it to the reception hall. We had pretty much just got back from the school from the graduation ceremony. Weren't even probably in the reception hall for a half hour, and Mom and Dad showed up. So that was a really good moment there because I wasn't sure they were going to make it. And then we had some old family friends that my mom and dad had when they owned the bowling alley here. He's retired from the state patrol now. He's been retired for 5 years, but my brother and I babysat their kids when we were in high school a lot. We always got pawned off on babysitting so Mom and Dad could go out with Tim and his wife, but they showed up, and I wasn't expecting that either, so that was a nice surprise. And then I had my Uncle Marty and my Aunt Casey from over by Storm Lake, Iowa. They showed up too, and that was really a surprise for me, because it's just difficult for people to travel so far on a Sunday, especially for a reception, and then have to be back for Monday to go to work. Yeah, right, Bruce? Yeah. So it was really good. Alright, we can leave this parked over here. Yeah, I was really shocked to see my aunt and uncle, though. I couldn't believe that because my uncle's a farmer. And so, yeah, that really blew me away. Needless to say, I can tell you I cried on both my uncle and my aunt's shoulder because I told him when I gave him a hug, "You're going to make me cry," because I wasn't expecting you to be here. Yeah, it was really good moments, we'll say. But I'm also, for those that know me, I'm also have known me for a long time in the YouTube world. I'm a softie, so yeah, it doesn't take much for this guy to work up a tear sometimes. So I decided one day this week I will be live on 22. Might be tonight. Don't know. Groot. Okay, well, I'll try my best. I got a fair board meeting tonight, my friend, but I really don't want to go to the fair board meeting, to be honest, but there's some topics that are being discussed tonight that I should be there for. So, yeah, I'm going to have to probably go, and I don't got my pickup down again. Oh, well, we don't need that up anyway. We can fold that. There we go. We're gonna fill up before we can get all this picked up, probably. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll get it all picked up before we do get full. So yeah, everybody, we started a new playlist for a new challenge. Checking out the new Middleburg. I saw that somebody else had a stream or a video on YouTube earlier this morning for that white blur. That must have been a PC only thing, huh? Oops, we're not quite full yet. Let's see if we can pick up some of that grass there. Yeah, PC only. Yeah. So what kind of, I might have to check that out. What kind of map's that supposed to be? Was that supposed to be like a fictional map or? Yeah, it's 4X by Nitro. Okay, by Nitro Dat. See if we can get some of that there too. Okay, well, we got most of it. That's alright. No, oh, it's in New York? New York. Alright, cool. Oh, we got some more yet to pick up. We gotta go dump this off, though. I will need to go over there by the store and check that other field. Because either that field or this field's gonna have corn in it. Brad! Welcome, my friend. How are you doing, Brad? Take a drink of some Bargs' root beer. Alright. Now we'll go pick up the last of our grass here. I just need to get a good... I want to get a decent stock of some silage. We got more cows now, because if you guys watched my last recorded episode for this, I did a bunch of livestock selling and then bought some more cows to help with the whole milk production especially. My day's going pretty good so far, Jody. Just gonna live stream here for a little while, and then we gotta do some cleaning here at home, and then I got a meeting tonight. Excuse me. A meeting tonight in Towboat. How are you doing, Towboat? I figured you'd be shipwrecking and we wouldn't see you. So thanks for stopping in for a few minutes there, Towboat. Yeah, thank you all very much for supporting the channel too, my friends. It's been a great experience, and I absolutely can't express enough thank yous to you all. And I do my best at the end of each live stream to shout your names out, and I apologize for anybody that I missed in the previous shout outs, but I try my best to shout out your name on occasion, and I might not get your name every time, but thank you all very much for the support here to the channel. It's growing. And thank you to Bruce's Gaming for all of his support, because he's been by my side pretty much since day one, and the longest one that's pretty much known me, so thank you, my friend. And Bruce is getting really close to that 1K mark, so thank you all that have been popping into Bruce's content as well and supporting his channel. I appreciate it myself. I wish I could be in a lot more of Bruce's live streams, but he always live streams just an hour before I go to work, so usually if I get to be in Bruce's live streams, it's for about an hour, unless it's my day off, but which today is my day off, and we might get to be there for some of Bruce's stream, but we also got to go make the wife happy and get rid of some of these broken fans and stuff in my house. So we got to do that yet later. Clean things up a little bit. I'm glad I met you guys. Thanks, Groot. It's been a great experience. I've said this several times, and I'll say it again, because you never know when people are lurking or when people might go back and watch, but I never would have done any of this at all if it wasn't for Jethro 440 and Backwoods 201 Gaming and Bruce. Yeah, I never probably ever would have went live or made videos. I had made a couple of videos, but I wasn't really pleased with them at the time. Grandpa and I cleaned up the farm one summer. Yeah, cool, Byron. Hauled off 27 cars. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, a lot of farmers have that stuff laying around. The old stuff laying around the farm. Let's see, we could probably Hell yeah, we'll just leave it right here for now. We need to go check that other field. That tanker holds everything, right, Blur? Look forward to using the new tanker. Oh yeah, I bet you do, Blur. I liked that tanker in 2019, but I haven't used it here yet, of course. Yeah, the new tanker looked nice. I didn't install any new mods yet from today. I didn't need to hook up the mower, but I did. Crude oil, water, milk, maple syrup. Me either, haven't been on yet. Right, Bruce? No, I don't think this field will be ready to mow yet again, but I want to run over here and check it out. I'd like to get another cutting off this field before we go into the corn season, or out of the corn planting season, I should say. And it don't look like it's still growing. We're in the second day of April. Let's see here. And we still can plant corn in May. Okay, so I could wait then. Alright, so I think what we'll do, put some fertilizer down on that field I just cut. And then we will move to the next day. And it won't take long to fertilize that field with that big fertilizer spread I got. Tied with 4,000 other mods on PC. Well, Rusty got to run. Got a little more work. Alright, Towboat. We'll see you, my friend. We'll be here for a while. Kind of wish that was on console. Yeah, there's a few things I wish were on console group, but I survive. I survive. But you know, there is some new modders for Farming Simulator that are also, you know, it's nice to see new modders bringing stuff to console too, you know. Let's see, let's go up to the farm here, actually, with this. Get the spreader, or sprayer, I mean. Probably should check on the biogas plant before we go ahead and sleep tonight. DJ Morgan, DJ's Club, welcome along. Hey, you must have added the DJ Clubs to your name there, DJ, did you? Because I don't think the DJ Clubs was there before. I ordered myself a new Gen console. Oh, it'll be another 3 weeks before it's here, but I'm excited. Ooh. So you got a PS5, Brad? Okay, we need the sprayer wherever it is at. Ooh, it's over here. I thought I heard the Elk Mountain, but a smaller... Oh yeah, Groot, that is true. That is true, I believe. Let's see if I have any spray or fur in here. Nope, no fur in there. No, it hasn't. I need to take out the DJ Morgan. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that map on console. I'd like to, I'm sure he will, but I'd like to watch Blur's, I'd like to watch Blur's, Oh my goodness, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I'd like to watch Blur's comments on what he thinks of Elk Mountain on console compared to PC. Because I think he's got console as well, but I think he's got Xbox. Don't you, Blur? I can't remember, but I think it's Xbox. That'd be interesting to see what Blur would have to say about that map on console. Newall, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. We gotta go down here and buy some. Thinking about selling this sprayer, and I didn't buy it too long ago, but I discovered something with the sprayer that I wasn't aware of, and it doesn't always like to work with workers in the field, not on the roads, but in the field. So I'm thinking about selling this one, and I like this sprayer too. It'll be neat to compare. There you go. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't think of how to say it. Yeah, compare the two maps, right, Blur? Yeah, exactly. Let's get a little fertilizer here. Don't need a lot. That should do it, actually. For right now. But strongly thinking about selling this and getting something different, but it's been pretty good, DJ. It's been pretty good. Just to be honest, it's kind of going by fast already. It seems like it just started, but the day's kind of really flying by, and I want it to slow down, really, to be honest, because I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm not ready to go back to work. I've been off since last Wednesday, or I should say Thursday. Is that better now, the name? Oh, there you go, DJ's Club. Oh, no, yeah, it looks fine, DJ. I just had noticed that the DJ Morgan DJ's Club, I guess I didn't notice that before, so I just had always noticed you as DJ Morgan. If I remember correctly myself. But yeah, now it's just DJ's Club. That'll work. Whatever you want it to be, my friend. I've actually thought about changing mine, but I've discussed it. I discussed it a while back with Bruce, and even I can't remember if it was Snowy or if it was Farmer Cop. But I asked their thoughts about it, and they said you should just keep it the same. And I said, okay, that's what I'll do. Oh, we drove right past the field I wanted to fertilize. So here I am, talking again, not paying too much attention to what I'm doing. It'll be neat to see you guys play Elk Mountain on. Yeah, that's what I'm interested in seeing, Blur. Is just yeah, what they're gonna do to that map to make it console. Friendly's not the right word, but just available for people on console to play. Justin Young, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in at Rusty's live Barnhouse chat here with everybody on Calmsden Farms with the Bake a Cake Challenge. So thank you, Justin. You've established your brand. I wouldn't change it now. Yeah, right, Brian? Byron, thanks, my friend. Oh, see, like those trees, that's what I'm talking about there. That tree's gonna go bye-bye. I need to get Yosa's mod and that thing to put Yosa's mod inside of, that basket thing. He said it would just be a portion of the map. Oh, okay, Blur. I mean, what I hope is that I hope they don't take away the mine. And I hope they at least leave the mine in like some kind of decoration form or something. Mr. P. Welcome, my friend. I can't wait to get back on more of that No Tractor Challenge, and thanks for watching the episode, Mr. Pete. I really enjoyed watching you and Warco and Felden do the No Tractor Challenge, and then I forgot I forgot the name, but the Heavy Metal Gaming is doing that challenge too, and I didn't know what his name was, but I now know today because I watched Warco's latest episode today. Sad to see the pins go out last. Oh yeah, the pins lost. Oh no. Yeah, thanks, Mr. P. Yeah, but that challenge is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not sure who beat the Pens, Blur. I don't watch much hockey anymore, but somebody beat the Pens. Bruce isn't having a good day. Yeah, I knew they were done. Bruce and his Pens are kind of like me and my San Francisco 49ers. You know, it's a sad day when they lose. More game time for me. Yeah. Right, Bruce? Okay, I'm officially a Rangers fan. Oh. See, I was a Chicago Blackhawks fan, but I gotta be honest, I haven't watched hockey since I was in like probably high school. I lost time to follow hockey when I went off to college. But I was a Chicago Blackhawks fan. Actually, I'm a Chicago fan when it comes to all sports except for NFL football. I've been a die-hard 49ers fan, and that's what I follow the most. I'm kind of like Bruce with his pins, you know. The one thing I really like and follow is the 49ers. Everything else I don't pay much attention to anymore. But yeah, a Chicago Cubbies fan and Chicago Bulls fan for basketball. I don't watch hockey, just messing with Bruce. Go Niners, right? Yeah. Oh, I love my Niners. I've been a Niners fan for a long time. Bruce has got his mouth stapled shut right now. That Blur. Been a Niners fan. Yeah, that's just like me, White Blur. Yeah, I can remember White Blur. I can remember watching Roger Craig and Ronnie Lott and Tom Rathman. You know, that's even prior to the old Joe Montana days. There's a really funny song called Me Like Hockey by the Arrogant Worms. Check it out sometime. Oh, Bruce has got the hammer out, White Blur. You better be careful. Bruce has got the hammer right in his hand. He's ready to hit the old head right on the top. Alright, we just got this done and fertilized here. We'll go to the next day here after I look at the biogas plant, see if there's anything we should move down there. But I think we're probably good to go ahead at least to another day. Get this moving along a little bit here. Because we are at now, everybody that is still here, we are now at, not the hammer, says DJ. We are now at, I think, like 235 or something like that. 200. Ungodly amount of hours. I can't remember exactly what it is now. Let's look. Ooh, I was way off. 323 hours right there, everybody. You can see that. 323 and 8 minutes. Blur needs to get a snack. Fat Tractor, welcome, my friend. 323 hours, Mr. Oxygen David, on your map. Well done, my friend. All right, and we're still going. What map tonight, Bruce? Oh, gee, Sandy is rolling. I can hear Sandy in the background even laughing, Blur. Bruce has got a package of strawberry glazed Debbie's in his hand right now, thinking he could just shove that right in Blur's face and shut him right up. Bruce don't have a clue yet. I wish I had some donuts. Right, Bruce? Little Debbie sounds good. Go Rangers. Oh, it's a great community, my friends, and the funniest part is if you're like me, and I know a lot of people are like this way, but then you can get to know each other and then sit back and think like, oh man, I can see him sitting in this room right now, and Bruce just shoving those donuts in Blur's mouth. All right, let's check on this biogas plant here quick. That's the wrong direction. The biogas plant. It's still sitting pretty good for right now. I don't got sugar beet cut. Rangers have great donuts. You better watch out, Blur. Bruce might accidentally hit that timeout button. All right, so in the last recorded episode, we now got the cattle up to 48, actually 58 Holsteins plus 10 Black Angus yet. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I think I even got them. Yeah, I got them all filled with TMR. I had some TMR left in my silo, and then I had silage and hay left to make more TMR, so they're actually good on feed. All my animals are good on feed right now. I think one of the chickens, just do it and get it over with. I want a little Debbie. I might fall asleep and time you out accidentally. Can I ask you guys for a favor? What's that, DJ? Let's see. Yeah, they're all looking good on feed. Chickens are even looking, or pigs are looking good on feed. Let's see. We'll go ahead and let's go to the next day. Or month, I mean. And to start this out, we will move up to productions here. We made a little bit off the biogas plant. We're now up to 787,000. Enjoy, don't have to ask me twice. Chad, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in quick. I know you're probably busy. You're probably busy like my Uncle Marty was hoping to be yesterday, but my Uncle Marty and Aunt Casey made the trip over to Nebraska yesterday, Chad, to surprise us at graduation. They took the day off the farm. Alright, so let's, yeah, we want to go up to production here. Excuse me. We gotta move some of this honey. Ooh, just had a new pallet of honey start. You're missing some good chat here, Chad, because White Blur is being naughty, and Bruce is dealing out some penguin love against those Rangers. I should say Ranger hate from the Penguins to the Rangers. I just caught that with Blur. Right, Chad? How did Chad's stream go yesterday? We'd have been right in the old graduation reception at the time you were streaming. Okay, now how many pallets is this going to give us? Like 22 pallets, I think, probably like 22,000 liters. So we still got a little ways to go. We're getting there, but sure going slow. Stream went good. Awesome, my friend. Come on, get that in there. Alright, and we have, what do we have here? 22,000. Alright, well, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. How's the farming going, Chad? Says DJ. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything else over here at production we can move? Probably flour pallets, which I think we might have everything full of flour. We might be able to just go sell some of that flour. Ooh, we got some pallets of lettuce right there. Just sorry, I've had to miss the last couple of DJ streams. We all understand, Chad. I never really got into sports. I don't see the hype people have, just in my opinion. Excuse me. Sports aren't for everybody, Lewis, so don't worry about it, my friend. I never, to be honest, really wasn't a sports fan myself either, Lewis, but I just had some classmates. I had some classmates in school that I grew up with that were 49ers fans, and that's where it rubbed off on me. The biggest part of it, anyway. Farming is slow today, DJ. Finally doing storm cleanup. Oh no, somebody block it, Brian. I watch football and that's it, except for occasional sumo wrestling. I've never watched sumo wrestling. I used to watch like WWE, WWF, but that was a long time ago. That's when it was all a lot different. Because my favorite WWF wrestler passed away. Actually, passed away the day after he, I think the day after he did some kind of broadcast for some kind of hype thing for WWF, if I remember correctly. But my favorite WWF player was the original Ultimate Warrior. Bruce streams 3 hours. The hammer lasts 5 minutes. 36 snacks for Blur. Go Rangers! Oh, Bruce, your live stream later's gonna be entertaining, my friend. The old chat is gonna be hilarious. That's a lot of snack cakes. DJ Club. Byron, sorry buddy, I said Brian. Yes, I think so, says Bruce. And top it off, Bruce, it's Monday even. That's odd. Monday's usually a day where not too many people want to chat. No. I still have trouble calling it WWE and not WWF. My favorite was George the Animal Steel. Ooh, man, I don't remember that one, Byron. Is it just me, or is the JCB Rangers... Is it just me, or is that JCB Rangers colors? This is, these colors right here on this, on this Teletruck Blur were picked by people in the live stream long ago. I can't remember who picked the colors. I think one of them was Nuclear Salmon, but I can't remember who the other one was. Luca, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? The resale room. I used to watch WCW. Hey, I used to watch it too, my friend. Welcome to Rusty's live Barnhouse chat there. Real sale room. The resale room. I used to have a green tongue and 8 turnbuckle pads. Man, I just don't remember that, Byron. Those boxes, Rangers colors. Anyway, Rusty, I have to go cook, bud. Great stream. I'll smash that. Thanks, DJ. Doing good, Luca. Doing good. Thanks, my friend. Let's go sell some of those cakes. We'll make some money off those cakes. We'll go sell those cakes really fast. Steel was really hairy too. Man, I cannot remember that one. I'll have to look that one up on internet later to refresh my memory, because I can't remember that one. But I remember some of the other ones that some people don't remember too, like one of my other favorite old ones was I liked the old British the Bulldog. And then there was Junkyard Dog. And those are just a couple. I also watched Carrie Monrick from way back when. See, I don't remember that. Where's my... There it is. My trailer's right here. Excuse me. So we'll grab my autoload trailer here, and we'll go pick up some of those, whoops, pick up some of those cakes. Animal eating the turnbuckles. He did Beauty and the Beast story with Miss Elizabeth and Randy Savage. Man, I cannot remember that. I gotta look that one up later. Or if whoever brought up that name because I can't remember which one of you that was now. If you want, share a picture of that wrestler in Discord if you're in the Discord channel, or if somebody that's here wants to share my Discord channel, it'd be great in the chat. You're all welcome to join my Discord, and in the Discord you can put a picture of that wrestler in the share pictures channel inside the Discord. I remember that, B. Williams. Man, I cannot remember that, and I've watched that a lot. Well, gonna continue to clean up. Alright, CB, we'll see you later. So the canola is looking really good. I forgot to obviously roll that canola field, but that's alright. Well, Steel was nicknamed the Animal. Okay, well now I can remember a wrestler named the Animal, but I still can't picture. Barely spoke as wrestler, but a very articulate man in real life. He got some great interviews on YouTube. Ah, thanks, Bruce. Thanks, my friend. Alright, let's pull in there on this side here. We'll load up these cakes. And go sell these for some money here. There was also Road Warrior Animal Different Guy. See, now I recognize that one, the Road Warrior Animal. But isn't that because Byron, the Road Warrior Animal, wasn't the Road Warriors a tag team? But I can't think of the tag team partner's name. Because weren't they the ones... Were they the ones that wore the football pads that had spikes on them? Or is that somebody else I'm thinking of? Let's see, where do we need to go to sell this? I don't know if I want to go that direction. Yeah, Hawk and Animal. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Hawk and Animal. Yeah, I liked that those guys. They were cool to watch. They were cool to watch. Okay, cake. Not a lot of cake here, but make us a little bit of money. Ooh, actually paying pretty good. Cobbler's Cafe. Alright, let's go down there to Cobbler. The Four Horsemen. Alright, I don't want to make the mistake of driving over anything I shouldn't drive over, so let's go back through here. Through the production area. Over to the store to sell this. Yeah, George Steele was different animal. Yeah. When they wrestle, you knew blood was going to flow. Right, Bruce? Rock and Roll Express. That was a good one to watch. Oh my goodness, Blur. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah, that was alright, Bruce. That was entertaining tag team right there to watch too. Because that was originally, wasn't that Shawn Michaels and, oh my goodness, what was that partner's name? Isn't that who Rock and Roll Express was originally? Shawn Michaels and... I can't think of the other guy's name. You know, you can take out those imaginary hedges. I can take him out. How do I take him out on console, Byron? I'm on console, my friend. As far as I know, I can't take him out. And I'm playing without the update, remember? Can't remember their names. Yeah, one of them was Shawn Michaels, I'm pretty sure. And that was the blonde one, if I remember correctly. But I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the darker color haired one. Like had brown to black hair, something like that. I think. Now I can't. Yeah, I think, but they were an entertaining tag team to watch. Run a mulcher down the row. I'm on. Oh, really? Really, Byron? But there's no fence posts in them. We'll have to try that. That's interesting, Byron. That's interesting. Alright, well, here we are at Cobbler's Cafe. Rogert Gibson and Ricky Morton. Really? Another good tag team. Ooh, 15,000. That's nice. Now another good tag team was that was entertaining to watch was the how many of you remember? They didn't last very long either, but they were fun to watch. And that was the Bushwhackers. How many remember the Bushwhackers? Oh my goodness. And their style of biting people's ears. The 80s were a great time for... Oh, right, Byron? Oh, yeah. Lots of colorful comic book. Yeah, right? Now they're all Wolverine, yeah. The Bushwhackers were entertaining. Another... The Australians. Ah, yeah. They were called the Australians, but they were nicknamed the Bushwhackers, if I remember right, Byron. But yeah, you're right there. Remember the Andersons. Ollie and Arn. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't have remembered that forever. Yeah, I would have never remembered that. Another fun one to watch was, just because of his character also, was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, which I follow Hacksaw Jim Duggan on Facebook, actually. He's got like a fan page. Him and his wife are just at Alaska for WrestleCon, or whatever they call it. Okay, so now we are going to check these here. Yeah, woo! Rick, what are we getting here? Yes, we're finally getting some good milk numbers now. Awesome. Okay, and we got some slurry there too, so let's do that. Well, we should do the truck here. Check the manure situation. Got a little too close there. The first barbed wire cage match I saw had the shepherds and bushwhackers. There was so much blood, it scared me. Really? Yeah, see, I never got to see, like, I never got, excuse me, I never got to see any of them in real life. How much is in here? Ooh, only yeah, we ain't gonna mess with that. Just over 1,000 liters. Okay, so where is my slurry tank? We'll just leave that then too, but let's move that into the pen. Ivan and Nikita Koloff. You know, so, like, when I was in high school, excuse me, is when we watched a lot of that stuff. And back then is when they kind of turned the WWF and the WWE or whatever whenever it transitioned, but they turned it more into like a soap opera, in my opinion. So many of those wrestlers fighting over the girls that were wrestling, and oh my goodness, the plots that they made, that they started to add to the whole series. The call-ups were the Russians. Yeah, okay, I remember that kind of now. Yeah, I remember that a little bit. Wahoo McDaniel. There you go, Nikolai Volkov. Yeah, I remember that name. Yeah. I'm probably pronouncing that a little wrong, but let's shut that. We will just move that stuff, I think. Let's check that. What's the... Oh, yeah, so we definitely need to move that the next day. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, they had 3-man tag team, I think. Yeah, I kind of gave up on wrestling in the Bischoff area. Yeah, I can't remember when I kind of quit watching. I can't remember when that was. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to park this right over here. Wahoo dates back to the 50s, right? Yeah. Okay, now there's something I want to sell on here that I'm just not using, and I might end up putting something else down. So we're going to go into this mode here. Whoops. There we go. I only used it once so far, or no, twice, and I want to get rid of it because this area might be big enough for something else. But we're going to demolish this right here. That was the leftovers bunker where you can put straw in it to turn to silage. Now we'll paint this back. To this right here. Looney the farm guy. Welcome, my friend. I like cake. We went out to eat after a match and saw so-called enemies being best buddies. I realized how fake it was and quit watching. Ah, yeah, so, excuse me. Who was that at the time? White Blur? Who was it that you got to see? Okay, so now let's see. That might be ready to harvest right there. Death or cake. You must choose death or cake. So let's just fly over here. We're in this mode, and we'll see if this field over here is ready. And then we can, ooh, yeah, okay. I think we can harvest that again, and then we'll put corn in this field. Yeah, then I can move to another day. Okay, so I want the tractor. Oops. We'll drop that. We should look at used sales. I haven't looked at used sales for a while. Quite a while in this challenge, actually. Yeah, K-Fab totally died out under Bischoff. Yeah. Wrong button there. So, wow. Wow, well, I've been keeping this John Deere series. Otherwise, Case Stagger looks pretty nice, but I don't like Stagger tractors that much. Not much there right now to purchase. Worth anything. About 7 of them, 4 Horsemen, Rock and Roll Express, and I think Magnum Tour, something like that. You know, another one I forgot about was, until I saw, so WrestleCon started not long ago, and Facebook, all those wrestling pages and some of those wrestlers have been sharing lots of pictures on Facebook the last, oh, I'd say month or so, especially. But one wrestler I forgot about, totally forgot about, until I saw pictures of him, and his name in a post was Tatanka. Totally forgot about the Native American character known as Tatanka. Before that, hells weren't allowed to socialize with faces outside the ring. They could get in big trouble with promoters for being seen. Oh, yeah. Magnum TA. You know, but I see a lot of posts, and that was before I actually joined any of those like other groups for wrestling on Facebook. But so there's a wrestler that I didn't really know too much about. Once I got into this law enforcement career, and he's an inspirational speaker right now, and has been an inspirational speaker for several years at schools across the country. And his inspirational speech is about bullying mainly. But that wrestler is known as Mark Mero, or Muro. It's Marcmero. And he wrestled with all those guys back in the day. But he's an inspirational speaker, and we brought him to our local schools here a few years ago to do his presentation, and it was very awesome. But I didn't really know him, and his character name was oh my goodness. His character name was based off of an old music singer, and oh my goodness. The name is escaping me right now. There's a lot of great wrestler interviews on YouTube too, right? Yeah, right, Byron, there is. Johnny B. Bad, there you go, Newall. Thank you, my friend. I knew somebody would say it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. He does an excellent presentation for kids at schools. I've seen it firsthand. Johnny B. Bad. Yep, that was his wrestling name. Big Boss Man. I've seen his videos with his speaking. Oh yeah, Newall. It's something to see, let me tell you. Yeah, I've seen it up close and personal. I've shook his hand. I actually got a picture with him. I shared it in Facebook, or shared in Discord and Facebook not long ago. I share it on occasion. My brother-in-law, who's the chief deputy for the sheriff's office, and I switched to the city then, working as a city officer. We brought him to the schools through a diversion program to talk to kids. Yeah, Newall, that is very true. That's just what I was going to talk about. The story about his mom. Yeah, that is, yeah, that's a little heart-wrenching. You're exactly right there. And I should say, some parts of his inspirational presentation you can actually see on YouTube. But that it doesn't show the whole his whole presentation, I should say. You can see bits and pieces. But it's yeah, if you ever see him anywhere speaking and you get the chance, you need to go see it. It's really good. Scout, rework TDS. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. I've seen, you know, in this career of law enforcement, I've seen some really good inspirational speakers. And even as being a fair board director, I've seen some good inspirational speakers as well come speak to all of us fair directors across the state of Nebraska. But there's some really good inspirational speakers in all kinds of different areas of life. That would be kind of a fun retirement job if only I had a good presentation, or also excelled in school in the speech program. My wife wants one of our youngest boy to go out for speech this next year, so we'll see if he does. He's got the right personality for it, so we'll see if he'll fall into it or not. Can use on cornstalk John Deere mower. I can use the mower on the corn. Yeah, Scout. Yep, it becomes a mulcher. I saw The Rock working out at my local Gold's Gym, but I didn't bother him. Closest I came to meeting a pro. Cool, Byron. Yeah, you know, I get it, Byron. I totally get it, you know. Those people want... I can't imagine, you know. It's always nice to dream that having lots of money would be nice, but you see all the stories or hear about the stories later in life about some of these people, and then have to imagine what their journey was that led them down that road, you know, to being bothered by, you know, the all the people wanting to take pictures and all that stuff, and just, yeah. My son and I met Jake the Snake a few years ago. His story is very emotional too. So glad he's clean. And yeah, Newall, see, that's the whole the other thing about it too, you know, like you know, that's what I shouldn't say happens to a lot of them, but you know, you got one of the most popular actors in the movie world right now. That was, at least the last few weeks anyway, I don't know if they still are, battling each other in court with his ex-wife, or gonna be his ex-wife, whatever the situation is. It's just too bad, because people like that, even though they all run a different way of life, or end up running a different way of life doesn't mean that they're bad people. Just imagine all those people, you know, if it was that individual, thinking of all those young kids that now are seeing you just smashed all over. All over the media for being such a bad person. Go Rangers, says Newall. I'll see if Bruce says anything. Bruce has been pretty quiet. Have a survival in no man's land. Use brush mower. Oh, yeah. Well, Scout rework, we'll be doing a kind of survival to start once we start a baker's dozen on Calmlands, but we'll probably start with a bigger mower, which we're allowed to start with. But we'll be cutting all kinds of grass on Calmlands. Calmlands is probably going to be a really long series because that's where we're going to build Grandpa's farm. Which there's starting to be some nicer mods that have threw around some ideas in my head already as what will resemble what in Grandpa's farm build for FS22. And I should say Grandpa's farms builds because I'll be doing both of Grandpa's farms instead of just one. Yeah, George Steele was a different animal. Oh, now the chat got all messed up again. Somebody needs the chat to reset the chat because it's all messed up again. It's bringing up conversation that was from the past. On my end, anyway. See how my worker does here. Put the worker on this. Wow, that was a while ago. Thanks, right, White Blur? That's not true. He had a different snake every 10 days and worked with a professional handler. Really, Newall? That is something that I've always wondered. If it was actually his pet snake or what the situation was. My caps are out in the first round again. I like Marvel, like Avengers. I like the Hulk. Ah, yeah, Scout. Yeah, a lot of people, you know. I like the Marvel stuff too. Yeah, snakes can't travel more than 10 days at a time. But he had a guy that provided and took care of the snakes. Oh, that is cool. I didn't know any of that. I liked watching him. Their lungs run the whole length of their body. Being on planes messes them up. Oh, really? Huh. Huh. That's cool, Newall. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't know that. He was one of my other one. My brother really liked Jake the Snake. That was my brother's favorite wrestler. Nicholson FS, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? All right. Should be plenty of room here to turn around. Let's go down here to this end, and we're gonna put the worker on this here. He'll make out his straight field edge. Snake bite on David. Bruce Banner, he became the Hulk. Yeah, I like the Hulk too. I was He was probably my favorite too. I wasn't too much into Spider-Man until the Spider-Man movies. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, we need some gas before we run out of gas. Or fuel. Whatever some people call it. We might even have to buy some more over here. I'm not sure how much is left in my barrel over here. Hulk was always my favorite, especially in the days when he was the Gray Hulk. Man, that goes back a while, don't it, Byron? I remember that, though. I never got into Superman either. That was another one I never got into. My mom and dad really liked the Superman. I never really got into Superman. Hulk was my favorite. I can remember watching that TV show all the time. There was one of the I can't remember if it was PlayStation 2. Well, I'm trying to remember where we lived at the time. Probably was PlayStation 2, maybe PlayStation 3. One of the better Hulk games for PlayStation or console that I really liked was when they came out with the game and where the Hulk smash became very popular. I just loved the graphics in it and the animation. The animation part behind all the moves that you can make the Hulk do in the game. New Superman as superhero should be an underdog, not unstoppable. I just never was a big... Yeah, I just never could get into Superman. I didn't even really get into Batman that all. Really, my brother was a Batman fan, but my mom and dad were Superman, and I liked the Hulk. And you know, way back then, which now it's on TV, but it's today's version. But my son and my wife, well, and I should say myself, really got into that new series that came out. Oh my goodness, probably been about 2 years now, maybe 3 years, the new Flash series. But I can remember the original Flash series on TV. I liked that one. I used to watch that one with my mom. That was a long time ago. Superman was a good... How do you... challenge him? Superman was good. How do you challenge him? I just never got into him much. So I never really... Yeah, to be honest, I never really cared for that one at all. I got into the old Hulk and Flash from a long time ago, though. The Flash from a long time ago. I thought I had the pickup down on that. Evidently not. Okay, come on. this clause one doesn't, there we go. There we go. It's on. Cool. There we go. But, you know, back then, too, the other TV show that and that's one of the first questions you get asked when you go to the basic training. When I became a cop and went to basic training to be certified in the state of Nebraska, it was the first question they asked you is why did you want to become a cop? And we don't want you giving us the answer that it came from a TV show. But it is. My first interest in actually becoming a cop came from an old TV show that I can remember watching as a kid called Ren 1010 Canine Cop. And I was a big Walker Texas Ranger fan too. But I've always been a huge Chuck Norris fan when it comes to movies. See, Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Bruce. Yeah, he was mainly a Marvel reader, plus Epic and several into. Yeah, see, I never got into the whole comic book side of things. I never knew if it came from Marvel or Avengers or whatever. That didn't bother me, or you know, I never got into that like some people do. I couldn't tell you who was on what side, who was on the other. I just liked the characters. I never got into the whole storyline side of it like that, like some people do. Like there's that guy that pops into my chat once in a while that used to be a dispatcher. He just recently quit at the sheriff's office and got back into a different job, but he got into a little bit of that and knows more about the comic side of all those Marvel and Avenger characters. Hey, it is 1 million Fahrenheit here today. Oh, I believe that, Michael. I believe that, my friend. Yeah, I believe that. I'm not even sure what it's like out now, Michael. Well, my phone's in the kitchen, actually. I forgot about that. My phone's in the kitchen, plugged into the wall charger. Tony Stark died in Endgame fight. Yeah, see, I couldn't tell you all that stuff. Well, it's been so long that I just don't ever get into movies. Just like I've always said, you know, when it comes to watching TV shows and stuff on Netflix or stuff like that, I'm really... Okay, my worker didn't like that edge down here. I'm one of those people that's very OCD about that stuff, because I want to see something. I want to see something from the first episode to the last. I don't want to watch episode 1 and then next week see rerun from episode 5 and then go back to episode 3. Yeah, that drives me nuts. So, and then with my job, I just never really got to get into really too many movies and seeing them in order. The only series I can tell you that I ever really got into that I watched every movie was the Dukes of Hazzard. I couldn't. I just could not watch the old Dukes of Hazzard movies. And another one is Transformers. Otherwise, I just never really had the opportunity to see each one when they came out. And some of them I still haven't even seen. When it comes to Spider-Man and all of them, including Iron Man. I didn't even really get to see all the Iron Mans yet, if I remember correctly. And Iron Man was probably one of my other favorites that came into the movie industry as well. I don't think there it is. Now it's on. And it's down. Not really. It's 87. Well, that's still pretty warm, though, Michael, considering where you're at in the world. That's pretty warm. Yeah, I have no idea what it is here today. It was pretty warm when we went downtown earlier, I thought. Smoke 82 is with the lurking eyes right now. Yeah, I can't even. I'd have to ask one of my boys. Ask one of my boys what time it is even. What time is it, Jay? Oh, 2:38. Okay. I don't got no clock in front of me to even know what time it is. Okay, did my worker glide down? He glided down there again. He must not like mowing this field over here. No, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. We're just about full anyway. This ain't gonna take much to fill them up. Yep, it's full. Alright. Gizmo Farm, and here it's 18 Celsius. Nice spring evening. And see, I'm not good at translating that to Fahrenheit, but I bet it's in the 70s here today. I'm not even sure. 70s, 80s. It looks pretty, ooh, it looks pretty nice out though. Sunny. Don't look like there's too many clouds out right now. I'll probably even be able to harvest this other field over here. And then I never did harvest the pasture or in the cow barn, but this is probably ready to cut again too. Yeah, that's ready to cut again too. I won't do that do all this day. I'll probably forward it to the second day in May. But I'm definitely going to plow up this field once this field that I'm working on right now is cut. I'll plow that up and put corn in the ground. Special for you, 64. Oh, thanks, Gizmo. Thanks for looking that up or figuring it out. You probably knew how to figure it out. I'm just not good at that stuff. I looked out and got a couple of good ones this game. How much is in that thing now? I should have pretty good stockpile of grass in the CBW's grass dryer. Google is my friend, right, Gizmo? Yeah, I know what you mean there. What is in our grass dryer right now? Where is that? There we are. All right, 422,000 liters, and right now 156,000 liters of silage. Sweet. Finally getting that stockpile back up there, because my stockpile was at 0, because I sold a bunch. But I want to get that stockpile back up there because once my current cows have calves, then we're gonna need this silage. But hopefully I'm done with the challenge before it gets that far. We only need, what, like, so 22,000 liters of cereal. I need 40,000 liters, so we don't have a lot left to get, really. Now, I should have looked. I should look so I'm not getting charged those costs. If we still even have enough in there to make cereal yet, because I know it's running low. Yeah, we're down on the last bit of oats, and I don't have any oats, I don't think, in silo. We're down to 989 liters of oats. And our honey, we're just supplying enough honey to keep it going. I might not need that much corn, but I'm definitely gonna need the oats. So I've got some oat fields planted. And hopefully it's enough. Okay, so let's see. Do I even have? I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I just got wheat, barley, and sorghum in the silo. That's it, really. Alright, we get this going here. Have you figured something about the AIs cut your headlands twice as wide? The length of whatever the AI is farming with, it's worth the... It's worth the extra. It's cut off there, so I'm not sure what else it says. Let's keep this picking up here. I want my worker right here to keep mowing, but he keeps going to collide into that hedge. But this field here, for anybody new watching especially, this field here is on the periphery of the map, so the workers don't work. You know, they don't work the best on the areas that they shouldn't be in. If you want to think of it that way. Need to get some of this grass here. I want as much as that as I can get. Alright, we got it all. Good deal. Now we can go back here. Put that down. There we go. See, like this year at our county, you know, getting back to the whole county fair thing, so like this year at county fair, we're changing it up even more because, well, we got our country concert like usual, but instead of having two-car chain race and trailer races all the time, we're adding in what is called we're calling Redneck Night. And so for those that are watching the Days of Farming series on Plowing on my channel, that's where the whole redneck event came into play. That is about to come up in the next few videos or so. But that is a bobcat, kind of a bobcat Olympics, if you want to consider it that. It's or skid steer Olympics. Around here, no matter what it is, there's a lot of farmers that call them bobcats, and a lot of farmers that don't. And a lot of people, you know, also in other parts of the world call them skid steers, but around here, pretty much everybody calls them a bobcat, no matter what brand they are. Weird thing about this map is I can place items on plot to the north, but can't access it. And I'm getting caught in that hedge with my front windrower. That's the first time ever. Or I should say getting caught in that part of the map I don't want to be caught in. See if it'll fold up out of there. There we go. Come on. Let's unhook that there. Let's get this out of here. I got too close into there. There we go. We'll give it a little attitude adjustment. Oh wait, now it's not going to let me hook up because I tipped it over. Now I'm going to have to reset you, aren't I? Come on. Yep, we'll just do that. It'll be a lot easier. Ooh. There we go. Now we'll go get you. Welcome everybody to Rusty Money's live Barnhouse chat here on the Bake a Cake Challenge on Calmsden Farm. We're just picking up some grass on a grass harvest. Gonna turn it to some silage. Trying to get this challenge to the end. We need to get 40,000 liters of cereal. That's all I have left in this challenge, is to produce 40,000 liters of cereal and haul it in a side curtain trailer to the wholesale sell point and sell it, and then the challenge is finished. I have always known them to be bobcats, right, Looney? Yeah, that's pretty much myself as well. No matter what brand it is, it's called a bobcat instead of a skid steer. But yeah, so anyway, we're having an event called Skid Steer Olympics, and then we're also doing the racetrack wanted to do a nag hag race, and I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but it's called a nag hag race, and it's gonna be somewhat similar to what a lot of people in the dirt track racing world would probably know as what used to be called a powder puff. But I believe it's gonna be on a the nag hag race is gonna be like a blindfolded deal. So the driver will be blindfolded, and there'll be a front seat passenger telling the driver where they need to go. Turn straight or go left, and they'll make a smaller track so they're not getting up to high speeds, I would assume. Now that field is withered. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah, Groot, it's always withered. I've never seen that field in all the hours I've had on here, or the other game saves I've had on here to do some testing on. Have I ever found that field not withered? Actually, there's two fields that are always withered on here, and both fields are, there's a field by the one farm and a field by the other farm location. They're both withered. So that's a field number 6 and field number 3. Used to be Bobcat was the only brand of skid steer you saw around, right, Byron? Yeah, that's correct, my friend. Hey, we probably did actually. I want to look because I'm very thing, but he's been watching. Okay, so let's get this back to running again. Got that down. This down. I knew 6 was. I always thought that 3 was not. Always. For the most part, I've always seen it. Yeah. Seen it that way. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, I'm gonna continue to go here. Hey, Bruce, what time is? Gotta be getting 3 o'clock. Is it 3 o'clock? Okay. Yeah, Bruce should be going live then, so we should probably raid Bruce's gaming, and I can do a bunch of this off camera because a lot of people don't like always seeing grass cutting all the time. But it sure was nice to finally come back and live stream again, you know. I haven't live streamed since sometime last week. I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday. But it's always great to come back. I don't know when I'll live stream again. I will live stream tomorrow if there's a new map that needs a first look. Hopefully be able to do that before I gotta go to work at noon. But otherwise, probably won't be any live stream until Wednesday or Thursday at some point. But for those that are here, though, I'd appreciate you all for watching the stream, and anybody that's popped in from time to time to watch the stream. And who knows, I don't know, we'll see what my mood is later tonight. I might do a live stream on the Build It Challenge on No Man's Land later tonight. I haven't been on that for a little while. So, yeah, we might do that. I need to work on doing a new episode for the Days of Farming too, but we'll get one out by the end of this week. Or for the end of this week, I should say. I didn't get one done like I wanted to for today. It just ran out of time with everything going on with the graduation, and I tried to bust my rear end, if you want to put it to you that way, trying to get it all done so I met all my expectations for the viewers, but it just didn't happen. That's the only thing I didn't get done and recorded. Before I got busy with having to do all the graduation responsibilities. Let's go back this way here. I want to clear up some of that along this edge. I get this that I missed before I miss it completely. Because there's one map coming to the mod hub that I really want to do a first look on, and hopefully it falls on the day that I don't gotta work. But if I do, I still will be doing a first look on the map. But I've talked about the map a couple of different times, but I'm really excited to see I want to see that Mazazawazny map that was in FS19 that's now getting converted to console from PC. This map looks so different without those darn trees. All right, Smoke. So Since we're talking about that smoke, I'll just go here really quick before we end. Let's just hop into this view here. There's another one that it's not very far away from here, actually, as we fly, but there's another tree area I'd really like to cut down smoke, but I'm not going to do it unless we get that Trek 600. Because I'll probably have enough money by then to actually buy it. But I really want to knock out all the fields, all the trees right here in this meadow that's on the periphery as well. Because this would be a really long field to make a nice little field on. Something different for the map again as well. But that's the next meadow I was wanting to get cut down. Tree meadow, I should say. Tree grass meadow, whatever you want to call it. I just got burned out at cutting trees on here. It's only still at the original 261 that I did do. And I still have all those trees. I should say, have the good trees to cut on that other area you can buy on the map that's above field 17. So if we go into the PDA here, there's that like squared off section that's full of the good logging trees. And there's quite a few in there, but the ground isn't very level. It's like bumpy and rigid, and it's not very smooth. But this area right here's got a lot of good logging trees in it, and that'd be a pretty big area to put a field actually if you got all the trees out of there. I'd like to do that too, but like I said, once I finish this, I'm gonna keep this game save. I've just got too much on it to delete it right away. What the F is that setup? I'm laughing so hard right now. Justin Young, welcome to Rusty Money's live Barnhouse chat, my friend. You will start to see lots of crazy stuff. Now, what I really encourage you to watch, Justin, and I appreciate you being in this live stream, is you need to check out my No Tractor Challenge on Maple Farm. We only have episode 1 out right now, but there's a No Tractor Challenge that we'll be doing recorded videos on as well as live streams. But I don't want to break the news to you or ruin the surprise, but you need to watch that No Tractor Challenge first episode, because yeah, you'll be seeing some things done in that yeah, I gotta give credit to my good friend Looney the Farm Guy, because I know he's still lurking. He's still here watching the chat for me, as well as everybody else that's moderating still. But Looney the Farm Guy deserves the most credit for my No Tractor Challenge. If it works, I guess. Right, Justin? It does. So, what we have here, Justin, is we have the Roadrunner Plus just hooked up on the rear end of it is the loading wagon. Now, what I can tell you about this Roadrunner Plus is there's a hitch customization for this Roadrunner Plus, and there isn't anything that this Roadrunner Plus can't do, put it to you that way. You can put a front lifter on the back of that Roadrunner Plus hitch right there with a drawbar, and you can stone pick your fields at the same speed as this truck goes. I have created a monster. That's right, Looney. That's right. And I don't know, Looney, if you've seen Warco or Mr. P's comments, but and I need to send the video to Felden, because I don't know if Felden's aware that I'm doing the No Tractor Challenge yet, but I know Warco's pretty excited to see what else I can get crazy doing on Maple Farm with my no tractor challenge. Because currently there's a challenge that was shared in my Facebook group, Justin, called Farming Simulator Challenges. And the challenge is called the No Tractor Challenge. It was created by Warco Entertainment on YouTube and shared in my Facebook group, Farming Simulator Challenges, as well as my Discord. My Discord has some challenges in it as well from my Facebook group. My Facebook group has almost 1,000 people in it now, and it's just a Facebook group that everybody creates and shares challenges on many different maps on all platforms. And so you got Warco Entertainment on YouTube and Mr. P Gaming, Livehouse, and Felden, and then Heavy Metal Gaming also on YouTube, all doing this thing called the No Tractor Challenge. And they're all starting with a different power horse for their farm as to what they're operating their farm with, because they can't own a tractor. You can own anything in that No Tractor Challenge except for a tractor of any sort. And I know people will call these things a tractor, because here in the Midwest there's quite a few people actually that call these tractors, but they're also called a semi to some people, or a truck, semi-truck. Hopefully no one took what I shall as being rude or anything. Oh no, now that's efficient. Oh no, I don't think so, Justin. Justin, if you play Farming Simulator, which I'm guessing you do, and you want anything known about a mod before you install that mod, and you want to see some crazy things done, you need to check out our friend Looney the Farm Guy on YouTube.